This level's set up very different than the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll work out really well.
Has a political discourse. I wasn't expecting to have a lot of talking. Charisma was my dump stat. Uh-oh.
The episode cuts back in. You are some 80 feet into this cave network, and you're standing on the edge of not another sinkhole, but basically like a depression in the ground, right? Like it's a series of connections, both old and new. So you're looking at something that's kind of sat there for a long time, and the earth is settled, and this is like more recent excavation leading to it, where it tapped into an older system. You ponder for a brief moment if the spiders or the bug creature can reach down here.
Yeah, I hope not. And I will do like a cursory, like I'll do a survey of like, do I see spiders? Do I see webs? Do I see big tunnels similar to the ones that the thing crawled out of?
Right.
Just see if I see any obvious signs of.
It's definitely similar in appearance, though you don't see. One of the things you remember from that situation was a lot of like loose and upturned dirt, very much like an anthill, right?
Gotcha.
Like the fresh pile there.
Mm-hmm. And so none of that, no spider webs.
Nope.
As much as I would love to like kind of sit on the edge of this thing, like legs hanging over, that feels like a really bad idea.
Right.
From a like I love the scene. I love the visual of it. Like us sitting there. It's really bad from a someone sneaks up behind us and pushes us in perspective. And like sitting back to the wall, just being like, all right. So here's the situation. Kobolds and goblins want to fight. They just need an excuse at this point.
Believe that.
They've got to be basically evenly matched, considering they've noted that the vote is perfectly tied between water and earth. So there's probably the exact same number of kobolds and goblins.
How many kobolds did you count?
How many kobolds did I count?
13.
13. Oh, that was 13 then.
Yeah, so something doesn't add up because I only counted 11 goblins.
So either 2 goblins are hiding out somewhere, or... That is odd. Maybe they had been kind of tied. I don't know. That is odd. My best guess is that there's 2 more goblins, or 2 more people that have sided with the goblins somewhere. Because it made it seem like we weren't the only travelers to go through. I almost want, when they caught us, think...
Yeah, no, you're right. They
pointed out that there were 2 of us.
They were real excited when it was just one.
Again.
It was you.
Yeah.
And then they saw me and they stopped caring.
Yeah, so it's almost like if multiple travelers had been through here before, they had a trap set up for it and everything. So people might come and go through here on occasion.
Yeah, we didn't see how many votes there were, so.
True. Goblins are offering us the kobold's treasure, which is the eyes of some fishy thing.
Yeah, some kind of fish eye.
Yep. Goblin treasure, which the kobolds were offering us, is a cloak of the Zorn? Gorn? Something like that. Which is probably some earth thing.
She shrugs. She got a crit one?
Yeah, I mean...
It's like, I don't know, that sounds reasonable.
Yeah, it's probably something.
Cloak of the worm. Or the eyes of a
cloak.
fish.
Yep, worm cloak, fish eyes. Well...
She's like, well, we got to stop the kobolds.
Yeah, that definitely seems like the bigger thing. I don't think we should play our hand too soon, though. Just because the longer we can lead the kobolds on, or the goblins for that matter, the better it'll probably be for us in the long run.
She's like, yeah, I'm about that. They probably will be pretty suspicious of me, but we can, like, set up little accidents for them.
You know what? Maybe. Did you find anything about any of the other goblins?
Yeah, I asked for a couple names. There's Herd, Jamorgan, and Toma. That's as far as I got.
Okay. Oh, and the curdled one.
Yeah, the curdled one. It actually didn't smell as bad as I expected.
Gotcha. We'll have to... Do you think he's magic?
I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought you were full of shit.
Haha. You never know. seen some strange things. No idea if any of the kobolds are magic, but one of them has weird snake skin sewn into him, so that
adds up.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm worried about. They're gonna learn if so.
Yeah.
I didn't really know. Like, I just saw it and knew. But I looked at it and I could just tell it had a spark of the divine. It might be because they've been worshipping it for so long. I don't know. But, like, I think it's like me.
Okay. It didn't have any hair, though, so it's a little different. You're also not a snake. But yeah. Oh.
She smacks you.
Yeah, I deserve that. Anyway.
She's like, you're the snake.
It would be cool. I do have my 2 fangs.
Oh, God. And then we would cut to commercial break.
Yeah. Well, I think before we do any big fight, we should learn the lay of the land a little more. Because I think if we can convince each side that we just need time to decide, keep telling them what they want to hear, that this is important, this is a big thing. Especially if it seems like, yeah, I need time to decide because I'm thinking of siding with you. If each group thinks that.
I think you're going to have to go this one alone.
Oh.
I think they're going to be too suspicious of me. Especially if you want to sneak around and try and set the kobolds up for failure.
And we're currently in the left section, which is like a series of caves and tunnels.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we'll explore here a little bit for a while. And see, like, if there's any other paths that seem noteworthy.
Yeah, so
any other rooms.
You could go down into the depression.
Mm-hmm.
Or go back about 60 feet and then follow the other passageway down.
Yeah, I'll go back and then follow the other passageway.
Okay. The room sort of kind of turns back on itself, and then there's a very narrow passageway into the next chamber that you can see from your perspective here with, like, a lot of time walking up and kind of being observant. There seems to be some sort of trap buried in, like, the loose sand.
Oh. Would it be perception or investigation to figure out, like, the nature of the trap more clearly?
Probably either.
So either 15 plus modifier or 16 plus the modifier. So that becomes a 19.
Nice. So what do you have to, like, sort of poke and prod at things now that the 10-foot pole's gone?
At the moment,
Just
let me... I have a sword. I have scimitars. I wish I had that mop. But there was just a bucket. Tragic. I do have... Oh, I have a hammer and a crowbar, as well as... torches that probably, like, if I wanted a little bit of reach, I don't use the torches a ton.
Yeah, that's
I might use them.
So yeah,
to, like,
just the wooden torch and kind of poking at it. It looks like it's a combination spike strip and like bear trap, although it's not as powerful as large as a normal bear trap, right? Like each little like diamond section can crunch in on itself.
Okay, gotcha.
And it's just sort of, like, very barely covered in the sand.
So it's sort of thing if you would have to kind of, like, sidestep through this narrow passage and you would be walking on this thing.
Yeah, it's positioned in such a way that you have to pass through that passageway to get there, and the hope would be moving quickly and no one seeing it kind of thing.
Gotcha. Does it seem like it could be stepped over, or is it just it's there kind of thing?
I mean, you think so, right? You're only seeing one.
Oh, true. Switching to my crowbar, because I can see where this is. I want to see if I can pry it up, like, away from the floor.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's like a little heavy, and you're being very, like, ginger with it and using, like, the 2 torches, right, to sort of just lift it up. But yeah, right, like, it just kind of unfurls a little bit. And
Does it seem connected to any others, or? All right, so that's a neat little thing.
Let's move this somewhere and get one of the kobolds to get trapped in it.
That sounds yeah. I'll minding my step and trying to carefully carry this thing, move it off into, like, against the wall of one of the previous rooms where it's a little less sandy, so it's like it's clear that it's there, kind of thing.
Okay.
So we can get it on a way back.
Okay.
maybe see if we can figure it out. I don't think we can disarm it and rearm it, but I don't know.
Okay.
For now, I will do that. The problem
now,
is my sim.
Now that
Yeah.
that's on the side, you want to just move into the next room?
I will probably like I'll keep a torch and be poking the floor ahead of me just to make sure that there isn't one that's gonna get me. But yes, like I will tread cautiously because I'm worried there's gonna be more of these things.
All right.